Hey everyone, I'm Sarah with Fisher Price Ranch. First off, please don't forget to subscribe. So the weather has turned quite warm quite fast, and that has caused a few of our goats to get pneumonia, which I've never really dealt with. Up where we lived up in the snowy mountains, it was a gradual change in temperature and we never really had the issue. But we've had quite a few goats that have gotten it, so we've had to treat them for that. So we have actually decided that because of how many have gotten it, we have ordered the pneumonia vaccine. We've never really vaccinated our goats for anything other than the boys that we banned and become wethers. We give them a CD&T vaccine. Otherwise, we don't give anything to our goats. So I think this year we plan to start doing a yearly vaccine of pneumonia. Now that we've moved off the mountain, the weather changes so drastically down here that it's probably the best idea. So we will be doing that. Now I've looked into the Oklahoma buck test for our two boys, Cosmos and Sherman, and we're hoping to get them registered and entered. That'll be next month, so we will keep you posted on that. I've already got everything printed and ready to go, so they start accepting nominations May 19th. And so I'm just waiting for that date to send them an email and hopefully hold our spots for our boys. But today, because it is warm, we are going to collect cashmere off of a couple of our girls. So let's get started. Alright, so we have already gathered some of our cashmere. It's definitely a multiple day process. You have to brush them, and then you have to wait a few days and you'll see them start to shed more and more until eventually they quit. So I'm going to show you guys. When we do this cashmere, we will actually label different bags because every goat has a different consistency of cashmere and the quality is different, and also the color on some of them. So as you guys can see, this cashmere is like a tan color. This has come off of Sabrina and she is ready to be brushed again, so we'll show you how we're doing that. We sell our cashmere raw, uncleaned. I've actually talked to a lady that actually loves to spin her own cashmere, and she prefers it to be dirty and fresh right off of the goat. The reason for that is when she's spinning, she says that's when she pulls off all the guard hairs, which the guard hairs, let me show you. So when you have your cashmere, this is your cashmere here, and then if you fold it up, you can see all these like thick hairs that come off. Those are the guard hairs. Those are like the main hair of the goat, whereas this is your undercoat. So as she spins it, she'll pull those out and any debris that she can. She says it's easier to clean when it becomes yarn because then it's an actual like clothing, you know, because it's yarn, so that's when she'll go ahead and wash it. So she prefers it to be raw. So we have Sabrina to do. That we've already gotten all this from her, and we have more to get. And then we started on Bonnie. Now Bonnie is a darker goat, so she has more of like a gray. She's our black and red doe, but her cashmere comes out kind of like this darker gray, brownish color. So we just make sure that we keep everybody separate, so that way, you know, and we put their name on it, because if we send her the cashmere and then she tells me, well, this goat's cashmere is really not worth even getting, we know that we don't have to waste our time and brush that goat. And then if she says she absolutely loves one goat, then we know to make sure to brush her every year when she sheds her cashmere. So here's our cashmere. I'm going to show you our brush once we get out there, and we'll get started. There's Zara. They're really enjoying all this land. So here's Sabrina. This is how you can tell that they're ready to be brushed. You can start seeing little tufts of hair coming off their body. And see if we can find Bonnie. Oh, you're okay. Here's Bonnie. I just spooked her. But as you can see, she has little tufts of hair also across her back and her side. So we'll be getting her brushed out. There's some more on that side. So I wanted to give you guys an example of how to watch your goats for when they might be getting close to shedding their cashmere. So this is Mama, and as you can see, you don't see anything fluffy on her just yet, but if you look real close, if Peppermint's nose is out of the way, if you move the hair around, you'll start to see all that lighter hair. See, she's getting close. She's starting to get a few chunks coming out of her fur, but if you look underneath, you'll see all that cashmere that's going to be shedding out here shortly. Same with Peppermint. She's just a baby, but this is her first year shedding out cashmere. And see, if you move the hair, you can see all that lighter colored cashmere underneath. So she looks like she'll have quite a bit when it's time for her to shed. But for now, it's still underneath, and so we'll be just watching her. But we'll check out all the goats and make sure nobody else is going to be shedding any cashmere soon. Tipsy already shed it out like a month ago. She was really early. But are you eating hay left over? Was that your save for later hay? You silly girl. That's silly Lily. Aren't you, Tiger Lily? Yeah, you're my silly girl. You're my silly girl. So we'll be bringing the goats out the gate there and onto our stand. We have been milking 2 girls now, which I'll do a video on them next. But for right now, we'll get the girls up here and start brushing. There's a specific way you brush. You don't want it to get too tangled, so it's pretty much just one stroke and then pull the hair off. So, but as you can see, we've got girls panting. It's real warm out today. It actually has been for quite a few days. But the wind is helpful. We've got a little breeze today. Alright, so this is the comb that we use. It's a curry comb. You can get that at any tack shop, feed store. It's for horses. But it works the best, it seems, for this cashmere. So we're going to get a hold of Sabrina. Now, she has been milked before, so she should go right up on the stand. Good job. So we're just going to lock her in. Now, I'm going to get just her bag of cashmere. Put a rock on the other bags to hold it. And then I usually will get rid of any hay that we can before we start brushing. And then we're just going to go in a stroke all the way down the body. And then as you get your cashmere, you're just going to pull it off. And hold it well when it's windy. See, it's getting pretty thin now. We're not getting as much. So I think now we'll switch to the other side. Sometimes it takes a little bit of coaxing. Alright, I'm going to switch my bags. She has a lot of hay on her. Looks like she went rolling around in it. She'll be right back, Dahlia. Right, here we go. She has quite a bit. I've always liked her cashmere. Alright, you guys, well, that's how we do our cashmere. So I'll do a quick update on all the kids, and we'll do a quick walk with the goats. Well, there's Sabrina, all brushed out. There's Bonnie, all brushed out. They look nice and brand new. Oh, pretty girl. But here's a quick update of the kids. Let me walk all the way over here. Well, don't inhale your food there, capers. Goodness. All right, there is Velvet. That's Divinity's little girl. And her brother is the second one right there, the little red one. That's Rowan. Primrose is in the front here. Hi, Primrose. And then Coconut Cream. She's such an amazing mom. There's her kids, Hemlock and Hazel. You're a good girl, aren't you, Coconut? Yeah, with your kids. Yeah, such a good mom. Such a good mom. Oh, Daphne says hi. Hi, Daphne. Hi, babe. Do you want to go on a walk? Hi, Zara. How you doing? Good girl. Here's little Holly. Hi, Holly. What you doing? There's Hopscotch. And there's little Aster. Hi, Aster. Are you playing? Huh? Alright. Let's see if anybody wants to go for a little walk. Come on, girls. Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on, girls. Come on. Coconut's coming. Come on, Coconut. Well, I've walked to the back corner of their pasture, and nobody came with me. They're all the way up there. They've got all this to roam. The nice thing is it's starting to get warm finally. And I'm going to show you guys these little bushes. They nibble on them. They're spiky bushes. You can see all them long spikes. But they're starting to get leaves. And the grass, which looks dead, starting to get little bits of green. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks this should green up quite a bit for them. Alright, well, I guess that was my lonely walk without the goats. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.